Good evening, Facebook family. Thank you guys for tuning in to my Facebook Live. Of course, we're doing National Youth Day interviews. And tonight I have a very good friend of mine, Attorney Jamaal Chatman of the, is it Chatman Law Group?
That's right.
It's Chatman Law Group in Tampa. And I'm actually, as you know, I've been interviewing people over the last couple weeks. We're talking about National Youth Day because I'm launching this campaign. And that campaign, for the next few weeks, I'll be asking different professionals, different individuals about self-care, what they do, how do they keep it all together in their various roles in life, because I just believe that it's important that we all self-care. So I'm talking to different people, asking them about what they do, and it's very near and dear to me. So Jamaal, thank you so much for joining me today. Jamaal, Facebook, he's, like I said, he's an attorney in Tampa. He's originally from Michigan. And what I like about Jamaal is that he's a radio personality here in Tampa on WMNFF. But since Jamaal's been in Tampa, he's been like the biggest advocate for the community in Tampa, more so than a lot of the people that's in Tampa. Like, since you've been here, you've been like hitting the ground with whatever you can in terms of community. And that's awesome, because a lot of times you got to fight people just to drag them into the community to do something about our community. So I appreciate that. And thank you again for being a part of this show. So, as you know, I launched my greeting card line. And in that, I noticed where, people were busy with life, things happening in life, just things going on, taking care of moms, taking care of dads, you husbands, you wives, you fathers, you employees, you business owners, community activists, on the radio. I mean, life just got a lot going on. How do you pause, like in the middle of all of that, on the middle of the highway of life, and just take care of self? Because I believe that in writing those cards, I meet different people and I give them a card for encouragement, or I give them a card for birthdays, sympathy, whatever. May give them a card, or just meeting people in life, selling real estate. You see people and they're just wore out with life. Well, I don't want to see people live to be 70, 80, 90, 100 and have regrets because they didn't do enough for self. Like, I believe that's critical to our roles in life, because living it is not about just taking care of other people. It's about finding out, finding more about yourself, more about you and what you were born for, what you're supposed to be doing for you, what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy, what do you just want to do for yourself, things like that. And that's really what National Youth Day is about. So again, I really, really thank you, and thank you guys for tuning in. So I wanted to ask you, you busy. Like I said, you activist, you on the radio, you an attorney, about to be a dad, all that going on. How do you keep it together? Because since I've known you, you've kept it together. What are you doing to keep all that balance and still take care of Jamaal?
Well, I think one of the main things to try to do is I use my phone a lot to schedule.
Schedule?
I schedule my day here and there for a lot of things, and sometimes it looks kind of crazy, a lot of things to do. But I do try to take time to myself, whether that's working out, which is the main thing. If not working out, then one thing that reassures me is just relaxing. Whether it be for 30 minutes or an hour, a day or two throughout the week, and try to usually do it in the morning time. Because that way, like, let's say you gotta be somewhere at 9, we set the alarm for 7, and 7:30, just kind of relax and just try to prepare myself for the day. That's the best thing. And then something else, I try not to do too much work too late, like 9, 10, 11 at night. Sometimes you have clients call, say, criminal law, where you gotta do what you have to do at certain times, for them, get them out of jail or whatnot. But the main thing would be to really focus on spending some time to yourself every day. That's what I try to do for about 30 minutes to an hour each day.
Every day?
Well, every day I either try to relax and work out.
Well, yeah, you go to the, and you are really disciplined, because I can remember one day, I don't know, it was probably like 4 a.m., all of us, I think we were all in the same place, like kids, right?
Yeah.
we all in the same space had just went from wherever we were, and you were like, I at least got to sleep an hour because I got to get up and I got to go do what, radio or something like that. I'm like, what? You can call in today because it's like 4 a.m. and we just going to sleep, and you like, I got to go do radio. So I think that's cool. But tell us, I mean, because you're like doing immigration, you're doing, you do some of everything. Tell us what you do at the law firm. Because, I mean, I know you're busy. But in order to get all that in, I guess you're saying you use scheduling. You made yourself a priority.
Definitely. You have to. I'm not a last-minute person for the most part. I try to be organized and structured. And I think it makes everything flow easier. And sometimes I do that within that half an hour time. I actually got that principle from another guy from Michigan, from Detroit, Eric Thomas, motivational speaker.
Oh, okay.
And he does mention something about that, because if you kind of organize your day in those first few minutes, then for one, you won't be forgetting anything, and then for two, you can prioritize, well, this task is more important than this task, and do it in that kind of order. So
I guess for the people I think I fly by the seat of my pants. But I need to add, part of your day is I need to get a schedule together because I'm all over the place. Like, I know exactly what I'm supposed to do, and it's going to get done with help. It gets done, but still, it's so much more stuff that I should have done in a day. But that's really good because you're saying you schedule and you've already prioritized you. So no matter how busy life gets, I mean, because tell us about what you're doing over at the law firm.
Okay, yeah, the Chapman Law Group. I do a lot of family law. I do immigration, real estate, and a small bit about criminal law, a lot of traffic tickets, misdemeanors. And then I also work in conjunction with the law firm next to me, Cost Law Firm. And they're great because I work with an attorney there, they're paralegals, and they can help me out, guide me some kind of way. And that's one of the big things is not doing something, not feeling like you're by yourself or you're alone. Because we have 7 billion people on this earth. So,
right.
To not work with someone else who definitely has more experience or has been there and going through what you're going to go through, I think people put themselves at a disadvantage. So every day I try to work and collaborate with different individuals where they can assist me, I can assist them, and it makes both of our lives a little easier.
Yeah, so it's an added stress when you don't. I mean, why put that on yourself when you got somebody that you can actually partner with? And I think we do that in life too. We don't reach out for help. Like, we won't, having those people, many hands make light work is what I was told. So it works to have people that does that. So let me ask you this. I'm trying to spark the interest of other people. Like, I'm trying to get people to see the importance of self-care or self-appreciation or any of that. Like, any of that. Do you see the benefit of doing that? Do you see people day to day, whether it's radio in your actual profession, do you see people that could actually use a National You Day, like a Me Day throughout life, not just August 4th, but in life period, a Me Day?
Yeah, definitely, because people just naturally, I think we're at a time in our lives, just in not U.S. history, but just history in general, people are more stressed out with different tasks and responsibilities more than ever. So to take some time out for themselves is most important thing in terms of looking at how we operate as people. We can only do so much and go so far,
right,
without taking our times to rather just sit back and say, okay, pause for a second, take some time to themselves.
Yeah, because I mean, we're seeing more and more people. There's so many stress-related deaths, stroke, heart attack, suicide, depression, alcohol, whatever it is, stress or the stress or added stress, self-inflicted stress is all the result of that. And really, National You Day is to help minimize some of those episodes. Like, I want to see people get selfish about themselves. Like, so what, you a husband, or so what, you a wife? I want you to put you first so that you can be there for that wife or for that husband or for that child or whatever. And that's everybody, including me. It was when I was writing National You Day that I realized that's you talking to yourself. So after I got it, like, whoa, I said there needs to be a National U Day. Like sometimes I'll do it, but I'm not consistent with it. And when you have a lot of added whatever in life, I think you increase the time that you spend for self. And that's important to me. So I asked you about the law firm. I asked you about what you've been doing. Do you see, do you think, is there anything you would recommend? Because you have your schedule, but you're disciplined. Like, you're a disciplined person. I mean, I know you go to the gym routine. Like, no matter what's going on, you may pause or leave because you're going to the gym. And I know you have your schedule. But is there something that you would, like, recommend to the average person to do for their self-care? Maybe they're not as disciplined.
Oh, definitely. And, well, this happened actually. I was in Tennessee, and I was... guy in Tennessee, I was working and teaching his class for him one day. I was studying for the bar exam here in Florida, and I was talking with the kids and whatnot, and they were talking about how we have so many things, we're stressed out, or this, that, and the other, or can't find jobs and different things, and I asked them to look at their next day and kind of just break down what they did in those 24 hours, because then people can see where their time is going to. It's similar to, I know Chase Bank had this, my bank, and some other banks have it, where they have an app, or not even an app, where it's on your phone, on your screen, and it shows you where your money's spent. So people think about, how they spend the money, and I spent $200 or $300 on fast food and entertainment. You go get a sandwich here, or a pizza or a salad, and you think, okay, so then people can learn from that, okay, I can go to the grocery store and do this. But I think it's certain things that we all know we can improve on, but actually seeing it.
Right.
So I asked some of the kids, in that instance, to see what they did in the last 24 hours. And they saw how much time they were spending doing things which weren't productive to their overall success. And it could lead them to be stressed. The next I asked them, well, if you're scheduling different assignments and whatnot, like in a college environment where college, a lot of times people may wait till the last minute to do certain things.
Right.
But if you get certain things out the way, it's not as much of a worry. And I think the phrase with that in law school, I had Professor Jones, and he always told us, you can pay me now or you can pay me later. And he always said that. And then I can see people, when finance is coming around and scrambling and studying with you because they know you've been studying.
Right.
And because so trying to get a tackle on things as best you can at the onset, and because things are going to be difficult, nothing's going to be easy necessarily, but the quicker you get a hold of things and really realize where your time is going to, then the quicker you'll be able to adjust your schedule and what you're doing on a daily basis, so that way you can have that improvement in your life, and also you can carve out that hour for yourself, maybe morning, maybe evening, and that's the best thing you can do.
Yeah, I think that's good, because people will say, well, I really don't have time, or I really haven't planned it. But you spend about 4 hours on Facebook or Instagram. You spend about 3 hours on the phone. That's 7 hours out of 24. I mean, there is time in a day to do some self-care. I think that's a good one, because it helps. It'll help you find the time to do self-care. Like I said, people like, I don't have time. Well, if you do that, that's one way to find out. Right. So I think I'm gonna do that too myself. Like, how can I get it in throughout the week? Like, add it to a week, because you don't have to wait to August 4th to do National U Day. You can do it every other day. You can do it every week, every other week. I don't care how often you do it. Just make sure you do it. And then share it with somebody that you know that need it. Because people need that mental health break. That's what I call it, a mental health break. After looking at 2 suicides that were just totally... it was unforeseeable that would ever happen. You couldn't have paid me to believe that 2 people that reach, so to speak, a certain level in life. I know that the level you reach has nothing to do with the quality of life or how you feel about it. I think spending time on National U Day helps people, especially if they're journaling or doing what you did, taking the time to figure out when they're going to do it and what they're going to do for National U Day. I think it'll help them also, or it should. They should be spending time finding out, your why you're here, What were you created to do? What's your deposit in the earth? More of that. So I'm not necessarily looking at people or what they think of me or what they expect of me or what they want me to do. I'm focused on me. And that's what National Youth Day should also bring out. So that's good. I think I'm going to add that. Make sure I add that to my Instagram, because I think that's great information. People should really find the time, because they're going to say, "Oh, I don't have time to do that," but you can. You can actually get it in, especially if you're the priority over your job, over that spouse, over your kids, over your pets, over everything is you.
Yeah, and it's little things like I had a professor, for example, in undergrad, and he mentioned he wanted to work out and wanted to lose weight. So what he did was, I mean, you know, he's a professor, and actually professor at nighttime. He worked a regular job, and he had 2 kids and was married. So pretty much he had 2 jobs. But when he's like, okay, I know the kids go to bed at 10 o'clock. That's their bedtime. So what he did was he DVR'd his TV shows, and of course, this is back, tell my age, this is back, 2004, 2005 time frame. So DVR, not too many people have a DVR and whatnot.
Right.
But he would come back home and watch his shows for an hour. So he bought a treadmill. And
oh, Lord.
he just started walking while he watched his shows. Sometimes he'd do a little jog. I think he lost about 30, 40 pounds that semester. A lot of weight. And that was his time just for him, to get his workout in and also kind of watch his shows. Even when he said when he wasn't working out too hard, just to walk. Because even like during the commercial breaks, he could just kind of just pause and just, be kind of easy. So stuff like that is how you can schedule stuff in, that you need to, and that's time for you. And I'm just on the working out emphasis because I know my fiance Lenina will say, "Oh well, sometimes you eat unhealthy or this, that, and other." But one thing I've realized, it's really weird, but I see all these like cleanse products, and do this and go on this diet. When I work out, I almost feel some impurities coming out of me, kind of just gives me an extra sense of energy, I guess. So
look, you probably do. You can tell who not working out, but I tell you, every single one of these interviews has pointed back to that. So I'm adding to National Youth Day, my many youth days up until August 4th is that, because one of my clients actually goes to this trainer, and so they paid for it. All I have to do is show up. So it's pitiful that I hadn't even showed up again ever since so it's like she's trying to kill me, but that's a part of self-care. It's huge. I mean, because like I know you go, like you're gonna get to that gym, she's gonna get to that gym, but that's a part of it. I mean, it's all about you and your life and living it to its fullest, and that's what National Youth Day is hopefully going to draw out.
I think also like new experiences.
Yes.
Because my fiance got me to go get a pedicure last week.
What?
I was thinking first.
Good job, Nina.
I was like, what does this do? Or why y'all being here for 2 or 3 hours? And then I was sitting there like, oh, this is kind of relaxing. Like this is alright, My feet. I'll put my feet in the camera. My feet ain't look so good in I don't know how many years. But that's the thing too. I think people could also look at like doing is on National Youth Day, do something that it's a new experience that maybe someone wanted you to do, which would be relaxing, like getting a pedicure. Getting a pedicure is cool. Or do something that you always wanted to do. Like if you always wanted to read a certain book or go on a hike, or take some time, I think, on that day to do something that you wanted to do, because especially people who are parents or at a job where they're always doing something for their boss or for their kids, for someone else, take the time to do something for themselves.
Right. Because I'm telling you, like, you're going to be out of here soon.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what? I mean, what else are we doing? Like, when you think about the years that we spend playing roles for everybody else. The school, they tell you do this, 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 and this, and we give you this. The parent, you do this, 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 and this, and this. What about you? What about what you want to do? Like you said, I'm all for new experiences, new places, even if you have to go by yourself. It's a National Youth Day. So back to this pedicure, because I remember the conversations we done had about metrosexual. So how would you recommend would you tell Dr. Will to get a pedicure?
might already got one before. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Dr. Will might be on the bougie side, maybe
Yeah,
a little
he might
bit,
be
just a
on-
little bit. But would you tell other men to go get a pedicure?
Definitely. Go ahead and get taken care of, because you don't want your lady, having to deal with your feet. And then just as in taking care of yourself, just for general health purposes, like if you're not taking care of your feet, you don't know what's going on out there. I mean, my feet were okay and whatnot, but it's just, for me, it was just a new experience.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just something that I think probably need to get done, so.
Got it. Great. I think that's perfect. So now that you know National Youth Day is August the 4th this year, what are you going to do? Have you thought about what you want to do extra, like that special something? Well, I don't know, because you might be, I don't know where you be August 4th. Will you be a dad by August 4th?
Yeah, July 12th is the due date.
July 12th is the due date. Yay. Congrats, Nina and Jamal. So August 4th, the baby will be only a month. So you might be limited on what you can do at a month, because you're going to be in baby care at that point. It's all about baby. But is there anything that if you would want to do for August 4th?
I would just want to go to the beach and sit out and just lay out.
That's a good one.
One thing is, since I moved to Florida, come from Michigan, I always told myself, like, man, Florida is, you got the beach, and I go golfing every day. It's nice, it's sunny. And I've been here about 3.5 years. I've probably been to the beach like 5 times.
What?
Total.
Are you serious?
Serious.
So yeah, you definitely need to go to the beach. Go to a different beach. Don't go to Clearwater Beach. Don't go to Anna Maria.
I like Sand
Maria.
Key. I went out there
Sand
for
Key?
our maternity shoot.
Okay.
Sand Key was cool. It was kind of low key. That one where it's called, I would consider that a beach though.
Which
that
one?
Right there by Whiskey Joe.
No, B&T Davis. That used to be a beach. They ripped it up and they kind of destroyed our little Tampa beach. But you can go anywhere. Treasure Island. There's so many going past St. Pete or Clearwater. That way you'll run into a beach going that way. You got plenty of them.
Well, I think we got both our grandparents here, my parents and Anita's parents. So I think maybe the parents can watch the kids that day. Let's go to the beach. I'm gonna try to find a way to see
Definitely.
if I can.
Definitely. Sarah, so anywhere that way, Pinellas, you'll find a great beach. You can't go wrong. Well, Jamal, it's been great having you on this show, on this live feed, I should say, because National Youth Day is big, and I wanted to have every ethnicity, every profession, just so people can see themselves, whether they're an attorney or not. The conversation is sparked. People hear it. If they're looking at Facebook, they'll think about themselves, because whether you do it on August 4th or not, take some me days is what the message is for people on live. And as I send them, everywhere I send this me day or give a me day card or you day card, that's the point. I want everybody to know. I mean, it's just a campaign I'm launching because I think it's just that important. So I appreciate you being a part and always supporting everything. Thank you so much, and congratulations, Facebook. It's been real. Thank you, guys. I'll be doing another live today in a little bit, but thank you for tuning in on this one, and be sure look for the live for me in about 30 minutes or so, because I have another one coming up. Thanks again. I'm signing off. Do the hashtag National Youth Day, hashtag me day, hashtag let me know you looking at this video. Thanks again. Thanks, Jamal.